Hey YouTube, this is JOOLA USA with your JOOLA update. This year's Southern Open was the first time at the Round Rock Sports Center venue. A beautiful 82,800 square foot facility with 2-floor seating and great lighting. In the quarterfinals, the tournament favorite Ko-Wei Lee defeated Ling Shuai-Meng 4-0. Victorian Subonge also finished in 4, defeating James Eddie Yang. In the other half of the draw, Sarah Hazinski caused an upset against Yahao Zhang. Her quick over-the-table shots gave a lot of trouble to Yahao, causing a 0-2 deficit for the national team member. He was able to recover and fight through deuce the third game, winning 13-11. But Sarah composed herself and took the next 2 to move on to the semifinals. Defending champ Jim Butler faced an estimated 2600 Bruno Ventura dos Anjos in the last quarterfinal. Jim led 2-0 before Bruno was able to win 14-12 in the third. Each point was tight and the rallies were exciting. Jim was able to take the fourth 13-11 in another tight game before ending the match 4-1. In the semifinals, Ko-Wei Lee faced Victorian Subonge. Ko-Wei took the first 2 sets, but in the third, Victorian was able to pull out a win at 12-10. So many of the points were exciting to watch as Victorian was able to place the ball nicely to prevent Ko-Wei's attack. Bringing the chopper in and out forced Ko-Wei to change tactics in the fourth, seeing many more attacks on Ko-Wei's part. In the fifth, Ko-Wei was able to limit Victorian's attacks and finish the match at 4-1. The second semifinal saw Sarah Hazinski against Jim Butler. Sarah's close-to-the-table style took Jim by surprise, putting him in a 0-3 deficit. In the fourth, something clicked for Jim, and he was able to take the game at 11-6, and then the match 4-3, an exciting comeback for the veteran player. In the finals, Ko-Wei Lee, the tournament favorite at a rating of 27.55, faced defending champ Jim Butler in an exciting 7-game match. As a modern defender, Ko-Wei has an outstanding defensive game, but can also attack on both sides when necessary. Jim took the first game 11-8, placing the ball well and working Ko-Wei in and out. Changing up his tactics, Ko-Wei made more aggressive shots in the second game, but still lost 11-13 to Jim. With a 2-0 deficit, Ko-Wei played even more aggressively and was able to take the next 2 games 11-6 and 11-9. In the fifth, Jim was able to control the points and take the lead at 3-2. During the sixth game, Jim fell to the ground with a leg cramp. It looked as though the match would be over, but Jim was able to finish the game losing 6-11. With the match tied up, it looked as though Ko-Wei would win the match easily. But as time went on, Jim was playing more aggressively and taking the lead. Even after Ko-Wei's timeout, Jim was able to stay composed and kept up the pressure. Finally, at 8-10, Jim flipped Ko-Wei's serve and then stepped around to rip the ball wide to Ko-Wei's backhand for the match. Congratulations to Jim Butler on his second Southern Open victory. While in Texas, our visit at Houston Table Tennis Association was especially fun, as we were able to check out Coach Huijing Wang in action.
Hi, I'm Huijing Wang. I'm the coach in the Houston Table Tennis Association.
On our flight to San Francisco, we had a layover in Austin, Texas, but were rerouted due to an accident at the Austin airport. A small private aircraft had crashed near the airport and caused a shutdown. After some time refueling and waiting for the Austin airport to reopen, we were able to fly back to Austin and then San Francisco to continue our trip. The 2014 Berkeley Open was another huge success. Held at UC Berkeley's recreational sports facility, the event hosted 240 competitors in 27 events. Much of that success was due to John Miller, the tournament director. 2 years ago, some of you may know that John had his car broken into and computers stolen, which contained all of the information for the tournament, including draws, schedules, entries, etc. He spent the entire night compiling all of the necessary information for the tournament, which ran just as smooth as any other. On Friday, before the Berkeley tournament, while unloading the equipment from the truck, John's computer was stolen again. He spent much of the afternoon and evening recompiling the tournament from a backup he'd made earlier in the morning. If not for John, the Berkeley tournament may not have been possible. So we'd like to thank John for his efforts and outstanding work. During the semifinals, Xiang Jing faced Ray Wang. In the fourth game, Ray played some amazing points and took Xiang Jing by surprise, winning 11-4. But in the fifth and final game, Xiang Jing answered back by winning 11-5 and 4-1 to continue on to the finals. Xu Peng of SVTTC faced Yang Hui, another tough ICC coach. This match was just as exciting as Yang Hui's quarterfinal, with the match going back and forth. Each game saw the other player taking control, despite amazing rallies and powerful third ball attacks. In the seventh, it was Yang Hui who took the decider in a hard-fought game at 11-8. In the finals, Xiang Jing faced Yang Hui again, in a repeat of this year's Western Open. Both players are strong on both sides and have extremely powerful shots. The rallies were jaw-dropping, with spectators clapping and cheering for their respective picks. Yang Hui took the first game 11-6, but Xiang Jing took the second at 11-6 as well. In the third, Xiang Jing won an incredibly tight match at 15-13, and then the next, 12-10. The 2-point deciders continued as Yang Hui won 12-10 in the fifth, and so as not to disappoint, Xiang Jing took the sixth for the match at 12-10 as well. Congratulations to Xiang Jing on his second NATT Tour victory. That's all for now. Subscribe and stay tuned for more JOOLA updates. JOOLA, for the champion in you.